Just a general update. Wearing some ratty clothes, running around the house. Maybe do some stuff inside. It's misting outside again, misty and cold. Got most of the outside stuff done in the last few days. Whew. This is that open section of the shop where I did the three lawnmowers into one working one. That is the one working one. The two are gone. Cleaned it up. They're both gone. What I did is I took them to the metal recycling yard in this trailer right here. This trailer, which I kind of slipped on when I was on the inside and hit my rib on that front bar there. Ow. Yeah, I think I cracked a rib doing that. That was fun. But managed to get both of those mowers on there. Took them, and it was on a Saturday afternoon at 3:30. And boy, they loved it. They came running out. They were working behind the fence, grabbed them. They're like, "We're getting these out of here now. We love these. These things are very valuable to us." And hauled them off instantly. Like, they'll be gone tomorrow. If we leave them sitting out here, they'll be gone tomorrow. Somebody will take them. So they loved it. Everything here in Louisiana is wet. It seems like it stays wet all the time. The last 2 days, it has been misting heavily, heavily, heavily. Uh, New little growth on the succulents starting on little different areas. So, yay, they're doing something. Some of the figs are still looking okay. I don't have to water, that's for sure. It's supposed to be tomorrow night, heavy thunderstorms, big time thunderstorms. So we'll see what happens then, but we'll be ready. Yep, that's my house in the background. This big tree right here. This afternoon, someone's going to come and we're going to talk about getting it cut because it is right here on the front corner of our yard. If it falls toward the street, it will take out the power lines. It's right here near the gas lines where the roots are going to interrupt the lines and hopefully not damage the gas lines because it's already damaged the water line twice, including what I had to do yesterday. It is a PVC line that comes from the electronic meter, so it is PVC, and it was leaking pretty bad right there. So I just dug it up and replaced it. All working now. So I did that yesterday when I discovered at the same time that my kitchen sink went out. The gaskets on my kitchen sink faucet went out at the same time. So I had to replace that also. All of that. And second, this rib is just, ow, ow. Right, Neela? That hurt. That hurt. Even trying to lay flat and breathe, forget it. Ow. Yeah, we'll walk away. And the kitchen refrigerator behind me, it's pretty new for us. It's really pretty new. We had one old one that was here when we bought the house, probably about 40 years old for the refrigerator, 40 to 50 years old. It finally went out permanently. I couldn't fix it anymore, which I usually try to do. So we went and got a new one. We've had it 8 months. It's had issues about 8 different times so far, where the I guess it's got a digital control board will show that temperature and everything is great, but it stopped cooling on both sides. So everything, it stops cooling, but the control board display says everything's fine, still frozen in there when all the ice is melted out and drained down. Does it randomly 8 different times in 8 months so far. So we've had food go bad and all this kind of stuff repeatedly. We called Samsung, it's still under warranty on the 2nd, December 2nd, but they can't get someone out to look at it till December 21st. So, 3 weeks. Great. But we just kind of given up on using the freezer part of it, so because we can't keep anything in there. And then for the refrigerator part, we just, Cokes or whatever, stuff like that. Nothing really super perishable. So when it goes out again randomly, and all we have to do is unplug it, plug it back in, and the temperature display starts working normally again, showing the correct temperature of like 53 degrees in there instead of 37 or 0. It'll be like 53 in there. As far as Country Boy, I haven't been down there in a while. I just talked to my cousin a few minutes ago that lives down there. Uncle Herbert's still in the pink house. He lives there permanently. He's doing fine. Everything's fine down there. The grass isn't growing, doesn't need to be mowed. She's going to reinstall a new floor because the way she had done the floor, which was really pretty, the way she had done the floor, but there was no, it was the subfloor. There was no insulation or anything. So for winter, it's cold. So she's putting down laminate coming up on her floors. And her brother's coming up to help her this week. So she was just giving me the news that one of the well-known ladies in the area, older ladies, had had a stroke and died. Miss Katie, on a way past video, I said, we're going to trade with Miss Katie, trade some vegetables that I grew for some of her flowers, and we traded, doing things like that. But that was the latest news, just giving up on Country Boy. And that's about it for that. Really pretty slow in the winter for Country Boy. All right, let's see if I can keep from totally rambling. Strange happenings. I just tried it and rambled on, doing it again already. Anyway, last night, did take a sleeping pill at midnight. Had to, because it was one of those nights last night where shut your eyes, go to sleep, and you're still seeing the room. Still seeing everything in the room, eyes closed. I even did this, like I mentioned in a video in the past. It's like, yep, oh yeah, my eyelids are closed. Oh, they're closed. I'm still seeing everything. So, sleeping pill last night at midnight. Funny, just sitting down in the chair just a few minutes ago, before even thinking about making this video, just sitting in the chair, so I kept my eyes closed, just resting kind of a little bit. From what I was doing earlier, it's just resting a little bit, and it's like, I'm seeing things. And this one was like 10. I don't know if you've seen the 10 where it's flat, then it's a ridge, then it's flat, then it's a ridge, and flat, and it's a ridge. But instead of metal, this was like compressions, wave compressions. So it was a wave, and then little ones, and a bigger one, little, bigger one, and just streaming outwards. It was funny. Just, stuff. Woke up again the other night, 2 nights ago. Got up, I think it was about 3 a.m., 3:07. I think I held up the cell phone and went, yeah, here it is again. It's hard to sleep sometimes, just hard to sleep and thinking about things. So here's a clip of that. Just, life. Oh yeah, another night, no sleep, stuff running through my brain, scenarios and things and all that, can't sleep. And then just sit up going, oh man, I bet it's 3 a.m. in the morning. Yeah, sure enough, there it is, as usual. Thinking if I take a sleeping pill now, it'll be noon before I try to wake up. Can't do that. Wide awake, just wide awake again. Lovely. Anyway, earlier today, a friend called from Dallas, Alina. I've had her on a video before, on one of the earlier videos, and it was a 2-hour conversation. Really nice. Just been having someone to talk to about the woo-woo stuff kind of thing. So it was nice. She needed to talk about some things, and I just needed to hear someone of like mind kind of on this kind of stuff to even listen to. So that's what I did, and it was really nice. Helped me a lot, because sometimes I get in that mode of what I felt a long time ago, you kind of being alone, it kind of gets you down a little bit. You just need somebody to be around sometimes. And I'd been stuck like that for several days, and I get stuck like that. And don't even think to call somebody or reach out to somebody. I just get stuck. So she called, and that was really nice. That was really nice. I did get an email also today from Sheila Seppi, the Galactic Alliance, confirming me as going to be one of the speakers for their January 28th, 29th, conference that will be streamed through Portal to Ascension. This can be one of their walk-in conferences with ancient galactic wisdom, ancient galactic origins kind of thing, also as the theme of the whole thing. So I sent her a little bio picture, kind of what my talk will be about. So I've been kind of putting that together. So it'll be me presenting, probably not a PowerPoint, but also with short edited down video clips showing some of the odd things that happened and experiences, including, I think what I'll do is for that Strange Happening 55, that download that wasn't a download, that massive information that came in at one point. I don't know if anybody remembers any of this, but at one point I'm sitting there and it's like, because there was so much information that came in, knocked me to the floor in the shower, all this information, gravity waves, light waves, consciousness is light, all this coming in. And one thing I haven't mentioned when I was talking to Karin, or even on that first presentation I did for the Galactic Alliance, when I talked about this, I didn't tell them, as soon as I was able to get up and I got dressed, I started recording the video immediately. And while I was recording the video, another wave of this energy or whatever came in, and it almost felt like I was trying to shift to another plane of existence kind of thing. It was just so much, and something was happening. And it actually caught it on the camera.
while I was videoing, and the video's out there, Strange Happening 55, caught on the camera, and I'm like, oh, I don't know what's happening. And my eyes get real wide, and I kind of rock a little bit. I'm like, whoa. And I know there's camera artifacts where the light can go brighter and then or dim down with a camera watching, uh, just depending on the camera itself. It's an artifact. You know, lights can dim and go up, but this are colors like yellows and blues, and it kind of moved and shifted along with what I was feeling at that exact time. And I thought that's really odd. And the weird thing, every time I see that little clip of that piece, I'm always like, what happened? It's like there's something there in my memory, like there's something there that I can't remember, and it's a weird gap almost. It's like, what happened? It's what did I just see? What just happened? And I experienced that, and I almost re-experience it every time. It's almost like I'm not there. It's like I'm not here in this physical part. So even when I watch that video clip of that happening, it's like every time it's like, what just happened? In my own mind, currently, as I'm watching, it's like, what just happened? And it happens almost every time when I see it. It's like, whoa! It almost like jogs me a little bit just rewatching that clip every single time. So I'll probably show you just that little clip of it. No editing, no added colors, nothing like that. Just that little clip piece of that, along with other things, actual things that have happened um, and recorded. So thinking about that too tonight, just keeping me awake. Um, oh, I can't sleep. Lovely. Another one of those nights. Should have taken a sleeping pill. Ugh.
Okay, there's still a lot of stuff. It's that time of year. I guess people go crazy that time of year, and deleted the other video I just made talking about the crazy people, right? But I'm not as crazy as some. I mean, I'm not even gonna go off too much on the dogs getting out and killing other people's pets around here lately. And then just a couple of days ago, heard that someone's going around the neighborhood shooting people's pets just because. And it's just like, oh wow, I don't know, people. Anyway, as a result of several other things going on, looks like we're going to have a about have to have for stealing and stuff a privacy fence put up around the backyard. So I've already contacted someone about that, putting up a solid privacy fence. There is a chain link fence along the back. Back there is old, and I don't know if it's my property or the neighbors behind me. I think it's mine. Most people think it's ours, but I'm not sure. So we're having to get a surveyor out this week, another expense, to get our yard survey so I know where the property lines exactly are. There's a big invasive tree right going through the fence, not the fence, yeah, the fence. An invasive tree that really needs to be cut, and I don't want to cut it if it's on someone else's property, right? But I'll talk to the neighbors anyway when I'm going to do that. But that needs to be gone, that invasive tree. So I'll need to talk to him anyways. I might take the chain link down. If it's mine, take that chain link down. Maybe I'll just put a fence in front of it and not care. I don't know. I just don't know yet. It's just all of this happening all at once. You know, the stuff happening in the neighborhood with people shooting pets, and then there's, you know, the surveyor's got to come out, then a potential fence being put up, and then the kitchen sink faucet broke, and then the main water line broke on the same day after I cracked my ribs trying to clean up the shop and take those mowers to the recycle bin, and it's just on and on and on. It's like, maybe I'll take it easier today. Let this kind of side heal up a little bit. It's right here on my right side. It's like, ow, ow. So maybe take it a little slower.